Artemus toast here, and unfortunately, the rock world was hit with another casualty yesterday. It's I don't know. I guess 2016 was a really bad year, and 2017 isn't off to a great start. But that could be said about any year. And of course, it's always tragic and sad, and when you know when anybody passes away, obviously. But this pertains to the rock world, and you know. Unfortunately, John Thomas Hashian, also known as Sib, the gentleman in the middle there with a sweet fro. Great drummer for the first two albums of Boston. Passed away yesterday. I was reading the Yahoos, and I read about it today. Sometimes I don't get my news till late in the day. But once again, unfortunately, another great rock artist has passed away. Sib was really known for his epic, fills and I guess the best way to call it, like crescendos, and I guess the endings, great drum conclusions, I guess is a good way to put it. But all around, a great drummer. Once again, he was on Boston's first two albums. This one, being Boston's debut album. Left, during the creative process of the third album. But after Boston, he's always been a mainstay in rock culture. Done stuff with Sammy Hagar. And actually, I guess this is a way that I always try to think of some silver lining to any dark situation. But he was on a Legends of Rock cruise, and during a set, unfortunately, he collapsed and passed away. And what I mean by finding a silver lining is, it's always sad when someone passes away, but he passed away doing something he loved, which was rocking out on the drums. Left behind a family, as everyone does, and of course it's very, very sad and very, very tragic. And I'll be listening to some early Boston work, when I conclude this upload, to reintroduce myself to his work. And I'll be perfectly honest, of course I've heard of him, and of course everybody's heard of Boston. He was instrumental part of their debut album and their second album, Boston's most recognized hit, More Than the Feeling. He was part of that. Once again, sad about the passing of Sib Hashian, born, given name John Thomas Hashian, but once again, known as Sib. Quick side note, and I guess it really doesn't have any relevance, but it was news to me when I was reading about Sib. His I guess his daughter, Lauren, I know has a child with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I don't know if The Rock's still in a relationship with her, but so obviously that's going to be it's got to be, once again, hard on the family. But rest in peace, Sib. Rock on. Artemis toast out.